It's all tied in. Where the physical body ends and the mind begins, I don't know. I just look at my body and the world as a representation of my mental state. But it's very difficult to be non-judgmental. I had a lady who came up to me after I gave a talk at a Unity Center once, and that talk was just about this. Realizing that you don't know what a person needs to go through in order to change. What's the ultimate change that can make things different for us? I'm not talking about change like going back to school kind of change. I'm talking about dramatic interpersonal change. And she said, well, she had a granddaughter who was suffering from a tremendous addiction to heroin, and it was horrible. Her whole family was, this affected her whole family. And her daughter was affected, and it was horrible for them to watch this. And I had pointed out in that talk, you don't know what's going to bring a person to that moment where they make that change. And really, in Alcoholics Anonymous, it talks about alcoholics needing to hit rock bottom. And when people try to lift them up and rescue them and protect them from the effects of their disease, they're actually extending this person's suffering in a lot of cases. They're enabling it. And, it's hard sometimes to just take your hands off and say no. And, you need to deal with this. And let that person crash. That's where the big changes occur. Alcoholics Anonymous knows that, and it's true not only for alcoholism, but it's true for so much of our suffering. We have to let that person hit the ground and realize, I can't take this anymore. I have to make a change. That's the point I reached in my own life in dealing with just generalized pain and suffering. I had to finally take control of my own mind. And so that person came up to me and she said, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You can't know this, but this is exactly what I needed to hear. And she let go. She let go of all of her judgment about what her granddaughter had to go through in this circumstance to make that final shift in her life.